So with this in mind, that we have these targets for successful acquisition, let's dig a little bit more into the acquisition process. So, okay, it takes time. How long do children have to learn these preferences and these judgment patterns? And one answer is that the data from de Villiers et al. In 2008 actually came from 4-year-olds, right? So by the time they're 4, and if we therefore want to give them the entirety of 4 just before they turn 5 at 60 months, 5 years of age, we'll say they get, that's how long they have to learn. They get input through age 4. Great. And now about that input. What kind of input do children actually get? And we can estimate this from samples of child-directed speech that we have access to. And so this in some sense is the acquisition problem, right? Like you take the input and you get some amount of time to learn from it, and at the end you're hopefully being able to internalize the knowledge that you're supposed to have to generate the behavior that you're supposed to be able to generate. And so let's map this to how we characterize the acquisition process before. Again, just to kind of connect it to some of this rather complex diagram of like all the stuff you might have to think about. So our input, right, this is here. We can observe the input for WH dependencies. We can observe the signal that's out there. The target behavior, we can observe the output behavior for WH dependencies. That's all those patterns we just talked through. And, this corresponds to knowledge we can't actually observe, right? But we hope that, right, there's a fairly good link between having the target behavior and having internalized the appropriate knowledge. And then all this process, this entire complex, crazy process occurs over time, right? So how exactly does it work? This is a great question. This is where a theory of acquisition comes in.